Greetings! I am Tantus Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. Today is to continue our discussion on Vampire the Masquerade. I want to talk about disciplines today. These are your vampiric powers. So I'm going to go over some of the basics of disciplines, and I'm going to go over 10 of the main disciplines you're going to look into. So, what are the main basics of the disciplines? When I'm making my character, I'm going to get 3 points in disciplines. Now for most characters, you're going to put these into your 3 clan disciplines. If you are a member of a clan/bloodline, it will tell you 3 disciplines which are open to that one right at the bat. Now, if you are a catif, you can choose to put 1 point in each of these, 3 points into just one of them, or split it up however you want. You don't have to take, you can choose to take whichever of the 3 you want. You do at least have to take one of them. Now, if you're a catif, you can choose any 3 disciplines. You could even choose some of the more clan-restricted disciplines, but it depends. But that would be only you choose one of them, more or less. There are many disciplines which are shared between clans, and there are certain ones which are actually only to a clan. So I'm going to talk about these 10 disciplines now. There are a whole lot more of them, but I just wanted to bring up these 10 because these are the more common 10 you're going to encounter. There is one that's more restricted to a single clan, but it is an important one to mention, and that's why I'm going to bring it up, because it is one of the more common ones, because it's the one from the Camarilla clan. So the first one I want to mention is Animalism. Animalism is the supernatural connection and control of animals. Having dots in Animalism means I'm more in connection with sort of the animals in nature and animals within. After that is Aspect. Aspect is described as best as extrasensory perception, awareness, or precognition. It's sort of the supernatural sense that Aspect gives you. Next up is Celerity. Celerity is the supernatural speed of a vampire. In simple game terms, it means you really get extra action on the turn. It's one of the more common ones that pretty much a lot of people do tend to take, even though there are some clans which start with it as a clan discipline. After that is Dominate. Dominate is controlling something's mind with your piercing gaze. It's basically mind control powers that you gaze into someone's eyes and you could dominate them. It might be something mild, like, having someone go away, to full-blown mind control that you could have at much higher dots. Next I want to talk about Fortitude. Fortitude is the vampire's supernatural toughness. Vampires with Fortitude can resist things even like fire and sunlight, actually. It gives you extra ability to soak damage in general, and it makes it very easy, and it gives you the ability to soak things, to absorb damage from things like fire and sunlight, which you normally could not do as a vampire. After that is Obfuscate. Obfuscate is the ability to remain obscure or unseen even in crowds. Vampires with dots in Obfuscate can make themselves hidden from sight and kind of hide themselves very well. Make themselves obscure to the minds and sight of other creatures. Now, Potence is a vampire's supernatural strength. Vampires that take dots in Potence are like supernaturally strong, do a lot more extra damage, do better hits, that sort of thing. Can do supernatural feats of strength. Next is Presence. Presence is the ability to attract, to sway, and to control crowds of people. Presence would be I have the presence over someone. It's a lot less direct control than Dominate, but sort of sways the masses is what Presence would really be more thinking along the lines of. Then there's Protein. Protein is a basic vampire shape-changing ability. It grants you the ability to do things like grow claws, or even do things like meld with the earth. A vampire with Protein could hide into the earth during the day, that they wouldn't need some kind of haven to hide. They could meld into the earth and would hide themselves. And the last discipline I want to talk about is Thaumaturge. Now, this is a specific clan discipline. This is a Tremere clan discipline. It's blood magic. It expands itself a lot more open than a lot of the other ones, and you'd have to read up all the rules on it if you're going to take it. You can specialize in different things. You can take rituals. You do paths of Thaumaturge. Then you can take multiple paths with different dots to have different sort of groups of magical abilities based on your blood. It's blood magic that you still spend your blood to do this magic with. It is one of the more complex ones, and one of the more ones that I wanted to mention because, again, it is specifically a Tremere one, but it is very important to think about it because Tremere are, again, a major member of the Camarilla. And the majority of the other disciplines are going to be the ones that you're going to have for your clans. There are, again, a bunch of other disciplines that you can look into and possibly get. A lot of the times, if your character doesn't start with it for whatever reason, you have to train with someone to learn it. So that's it for today. I've gone over the basics of disciplines. I told you how many points in disciplines you get. I told you about 10 of the most basic disciplines you get. There are, again, of course, others. I may in another video go over some more of them, just so you know about more of them. If you have any questions, comments, anything you want to say, anything you think I missed, please leave in the comments below. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. It shows your support for the channel, for the Empire. Please also subscribe if you already haven't. We're always looking for more members, more citizens. If you know anybody that would enjoy this video or learn anything from it, please share it. And until next time, I bid you farewell.